EA Games.
Challenge everything.
Hi, I'm Tim Letourneau. I'm the senior producer of Sims 2, and I really want to show you the game today. What I'm going to do first is show you a movie I made using the new Sims 2 movie making feature. Meet my sim Don. Well, that gives you an idea of how I've been playing Don across his lifetime. And that's the amazing new key feature in Sims 2 is that you play the Sims across a lifetime. And as a player, you're invested in fulfilling their lifelong dreams. What I want to do now is take you into the Baxter house. Some time has passed. Don and Sarah actually have a little boy now, Alex. And today is his birthday. Our new 3D engine allows all of this to come to life in vivid detail. Let's go check it out. This is the Baxter home that I built for him, and I'm going to kind of zoom in on Don here. And as you saw in the video, Don's kind of an amorous guy. Well, one of the things that's new to the gameplay in Sims 2 is that you play the Sims across a lifetime, and during that time, you're trying to fulfill their dreams. Don is a romance sim, so he's actually trying to he has wants that are related to romance. He wants things like to meet people, or he wants to try and achieve play-in with 10 Sims, or even here he wants to talk to Dina, who you might remember from the video. He also has fears, things that he's afraid of, things like being rejected or getting fat. As a player, you decide whether you're going to fulfill the Sims' wants or realize their fears. And as you do, it fills up this bar here, which is the aspiration bar. Success in filling up this bar actually unlocks rewards and special behaviors, with the ultimate goal being to increase the lifespan of the Sim by having aspirational success. It's also really important to point out that as you play your sim, you actually influence what wants and fears show up. So it's not just their aspiration, it's also the choices you've made as a player. Now I'm going to pop over to Sarah, and what's also important, as I said, you're playing the Sims through a lifetime. Genetics, genes, passing traits from one generation to the next is also a big part of the gameplay. I don't know if you can notice a little family resemblance here between Alex and Sarah, but I think the red hair kind of gives it away. Now I'm going to pop over and show you the rest of the party guests. Can you pick out the rest of Sarah's family? If you can't, you can always open up the family tree and actually see the entire Sims family. This gives you a sense of their genealogy, their lineage. And each Sim has their own family tree. Like if I click on Alex, you're going to see the tree from a completely different perspective. You now see his parents and his grandparents. Well, now I'm going to get the action started. And I'm going to pop over to Sarah. Now, I told you about Don being a romance sim. Well, Sarah is a family sim. Her aspiration is really very different. She wants things like she wants to see her sister get married. She wants to have another baby. She'd like to hug Alex. She also has a terrible fear, which is of being cheated on. Now, I'm going to go ahead and have her hug Alex because it's a really easy want for me to fulfill. And as she hugs him, you're going to see a couple things happen. You're going to see that the aspiration bar is shot up a little bit, but also you're going to see that the want has changed, which is she'd like to see Alex grow up. I've just sent her over to the birthday cake, and this is going to be Alex's party. Now the parents actually have to raise the children, so here I'm showing you Alex's aspiration, which is to grow up. All kids have that aspiration. He's done really well, so he's ready to grow up. So by giving him this birthday, we're fulfilling not only Sarah's want, but Alex's as well. Sims love birthday parties. Growing up is a big deal for the Sims. Now this is a big life moment for Alex, and the player is rewarded and told, hey, this is something to really pay attention to. Alex's want panel has changed as he's grown up. And that happens at each age transition. But I've done something for Sarah, and I've done something for Alex, and now I'm going to pop over and actually do something for Don. Now, I said earlier that Don wanted to talk to Dina. I'm going to send him over and have him do that. They seem to be hitting it off. They like the same things. Not sure, he might be asking her on vacation. Now he's fulfilled that want, and now it changes and he actually wants to flirt with Dina. I'm going to go ahead and have him do that. It's really a player choice. There's some danger in it, but this is the way that I'm playing Don. I'm playing him to his aspiration. Now you can see a little swagger in his step. Well, that's because he's doing well in his aspiration. So he's actually unlocked the sexy walk. So he thinks he's feeling good about himself. Well, now he wants a kiss. So I've sent him over to sit down, and I'm going to have Dina come and sit down with him. Have them cuddle. And now for the big moment. Fortunately, they have a little privacy here. This would be rather awkward out in public. Uh-oh. Oh, this is not good. So Virginia's just busted in on them. Don obviously is oblivious, but she actually, because the Sims are smarter in Sims 2, she's aware of what's happened, and oh no. And she's a good sister, so she's telling her sister what she just saw. Oh man. So Sarah's now devastated. I'm going to see if I can fix this situation. I'm going to send Don out to apologize to her. Please forgive me. I've been a fool. Oh, good. That worked. Oh, Dina. Oh, Dina has just ruined everything. Sarah's just had one of her absolute worst fears realized, which is being cheated on. So she's now a basket case, and I've lost complete control of her. Virginia has just attacked Dina. At least she's a good sister. But that's the reality of Sims 2, is chaos can erupt at any moment. And this is just one tiny slice of an enormous game that would take me days to show you. But hopefully you get an idea of the kind of stuff that's going to happen in Sims 2, and you're going to be psyched to play it when it comes out September 17th. Hi, I'm Tim Letourneau. I'm the senior producer of The Sims 2, and I'm excited to have this opportunity to show you The Sims 2 University, which is the first expansion pack for the game. In Sims 2 University, your Sims become young adults and they get to take over campus. Now I'd like to take the opportunity to show you a little bit of the game. The first thing I want to show you is the campus. There are 3 campuses to choose from, or as a player you can create your own. We've also built out the campuses with dorms and fraternities and sororities, in addition to great new community locations like the library, the coffee shop, the gym, and as a player you get to build all these, and all of these also work in the base neighborhood as well, so you'll be able to build a coffee shop back home too. What I want to do now is pop into one of the dorms. This is where Johnny and Ralph live. These are 2 Sims that I've been playing since they were kids, and when I first moved them into the dorm, I had to pick what room they were going to live in while they lived there. The dorms are really unique because it's the first time in The Sims where a player is able to have Sims that they control living with Sims that they don't control. This creates some really unusual situations. But as a player, you have to pick what room they live in. As you can see here, this is Ralph's room. Johnny also has his own room, and then all of the rest of the Sims that you don't control move in and take rooms as well. But I don't know where they are, so let's see if we can find them. Ah, here's Johnny. Johnny's a junior. As I've played him through his college career, he's unlocked new wants, and when he graduates, he's going to have 4 new careers that he can enter into. Now, Johnny's a popularity sim, so I've spent a lot of time on his social life. That's given me the ability to influence others using a new system called the influence system. Popular Sims with lots of friends have more influence than those that don't. Here's Ralph. Ralph's a knowledge sim, so he's really been focused on his academics. Each semester, he has skill requirements that he needs to meet to make sure that he gets the best grades. There are 11 majors to choose from, and those majors influence when the students go to class and also what skill points they need to gain each semester. I'm going to have Ralph here work on his mechanical skill. Again, I'm trying to keep his grades up high. Now I'm going to pop back over and see how Johnny's doing. Now Johnny, I mentioned, is a popularity sim. He's actually having a party right now, and this is a sports party. They're watching a little soccer on the TV, talking about sumo wrestlers. As you can see, his buddies are having a good time. But Johnny is not doing so well in school. As you can see, the red bar kind of indicates he hasn't done a very good job taking care of his grades. But rather than have Johnny leave his party, I'm actually going to get old Parker here to do some work for him using the influence system. So Johnny's going to ask Parker to do his assignment. This is how the influence system can be used. It doesn't only work at school, you can use it back home. You can get neighbors to cook dinner for you or to clean your house. It's a very powerful system that goes through the entire game. Ah, there's Parker. He's getting to work on that assignment. It's a lot of fun to play with influence. Now if I pop back over to Ralph, he's finished up that mechanical skill point, so now I'm going to send him off to write his term paper. There are brand new interactions available on the computer specifically for college. As you can see, the party's in full swing. The cheerleader. Oh, who's that? That's the rival mascot from the other college. There are a lot of great new NPCs in the game, and she's just one of them. She's prone to pull pranks, which are some of the new interactions in the game. As you can see, she's just set off the sprinkler. You never know what's going to happen in The Sims. Now I want to pop into another house. This is the fraternity house, and show you some of the cool new objects that are available in The Sims 2 University. It's not just academics and partying. There are obviously a bunch of great new objects that have been added to the game. For example, the band objects you see here. There's also neat socials like Hangout. We really wanted to feel like college, young adults, give that vibe. One of my personal favorite objects is the pool table. It's just amazing. The animator that animated this object is a huge pool player, and when you see the Sims using this thing, it just blows you away. Let's get Ben started here. One of the things you can do is earn extra money at school. For example, you can play in the band or work as a barista at the coffee shop, or if you get good enough at pool, you can hustle other students. As I mentioned earlier, there are 4 new careers. One of those careers is the art career, and the career reward object for that is the fashion photographer's camera. It allows you to take snapshots of the Sims that you can put up on your walls or even put on a tabletop. I had a lot of fun decorating the house with pictures of the students that lived here. There are also new designer sets. So for example, here's all the frat or dorm furniture, beat-up couches and chairs. And what dorm room's complete without a mini fridge? The second of the career rewards is for the show business career, and that reward is the home plastic surgery kit. This allows you to change the way that your Sims look. It doesn't change their genetics, but if you don't like the way a Sim looks, you can change it. You have to use your own risk, though. Mishaps can occur. Fortunately, Ben did okay. One of my personal favorite social interactions is Pillow Fight. So I'm going to get these girls going. Ow. Oh, that's got to hurt. There's also new objects to build out things like the gym. Here you see the treadmills, new workout equipment, lockers, and the full-length mirrors. Finally, this is the other decorator set, which is the dungeon set. And this is the cow plant. It's the third of the career reward objects. You receive it from the natural sciences career track. You have to keep it well fed though, or you can have some problems. Cow plant, we found through research, is the source of the elixir of life in the game. The elixir of life allows Sims to extend their lifespan, and by milking the plant after it's eaten, you can give any Sim a little boost. As you can see here, Fiona is feeling pretty good. But she's also feeling a little guilty, having drank Ben's essence. So she's going to give the Grim Reaper a call on the Resurrectonometron, which is the career reward for the paranormal track, and see if she can bring Ben back to life. But she's a student, so she didn't pay very much money. So results may vary. Oh, there's Ben. Ben's looking a little worse for wear. Ben's actually a zombie. Perfectly normal Sim. He has a couple strange attributes, and he can't have babies anymore. But that's probably a good thing. But he's still a normal Sim. He can still fall in love. Or be the life of the party. Well, that's just a little taste of The Sims 2 University. Get your Sims enrolled soon. Thanks. Hi, I'm Tim Letourneau. I'm the senior producer of The Sims 2 Nightlife, which is the second expansion pack for The Sims 2, and I'm really excited to have this opportunity to show you what's coming out this fall. The Sims 2 Nightlife is really centered around getting your Sims out of the house and getting them to the cool new downtown location. This is one of the places you can go to hang out. It's called The Hub. It's got a restaurant upstairs and a nightclub downstairs. Here's some guys hanging out at the bar, and then you can see them dancing in the background. Now, these folks hanging out at the bar, they're on a group outing. They're out together. There's two Sims that I've been playing, Jesse and Jessica, and they're out with their friends Samantha and Thomas. And it's one of the cool things you can do is you can take Sims out in a group. Jesse and Jessica are pleasure Sims. We've added a new aspiration, which is the pleasure aspiration. And pleasure Sims, they want to experience everything that life has to offer. As you see in his wants panel, Jesse wants to do things like he wants to work as a DJ at the DJ booth, which is one of the new objects. He also wants to go out on a date. And that's one of the things we can do now is dating has been added to The Sims 2 Nightlife. It's a whole new gameplay system that allows you to find out people that you're attracted to and then take them out on a date and hopefully have a good date. So I'm going to have Jesse walk over to the dance floor now. And what I'm going to do is have him scope the room. So as he's scoping the room, he's looking and finding Sims that he's attracted to. And the Sims that he's attracted to will sparkle. And this gives you a good indication of the people that Jesse's going to have the easiest time socializing with. Now, as he scoped the room, he saw Ginger over there who apparently caught his eye. Now, what we've added are turn-ons and turn-offs. So each Sim has their own turn-ons and turn-offs, and they can definitely affect how attractive you are to someone else. Now, I've just had Jesse put on some cologne, which is one of the things that can be a turn-on. Now, hopefully, this is also a turn-on for Ginger, but we'll find out in a second. So I'm going to have him go over there and hit on her. Let's see what she thinks. Bad choice. Cologne is clearly not one of the things she's into, so he's pretty much been denied. Fortunately, when I scoped the room, I also saw that Marianne over there in the pink, she also seemed to sparkle a bit, so I'm going to have Jesse go and try and hit on her. Again, I'm trying to get him on a date. Ooh, cool, she likes Cologne. This might go well. It looks like he has a good shot. Of course, it looks like she also thinks Maurice across the dance floor is pretty hot as well. So I guess we have some competition. I'm going to ask her out on a date anyway. Cool, she accepted. So things are going well here. And now that we're on a date, I get this new meter up in the corner. It's called the date meter. And it represents two things, both the date score and also the amount of time that you have on a date. As this date score goes up, you get more time on the date. As it goes down, you get less. I've just sent Jesse over to hop on the Electro Dance Sphere. It's one of the things that's in his wants panel. When you go on a date, you get all new wants and fears. So dates are a great opportunity to increase your aspiration score. Oh, Jesse's doing pretty well. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. Ouch. Dates are also a great opportunity to supercharge your relationship. Two Sims are attracted to one another are going to have socials available much earlier on than they normally would in a relationship. You also want to do other things on a date, like, say, go up and eat and have dinner together. This is the restaurant I showed you earlier. This date's not going so well. I think we'll just stay downstairs. So Mary Ann's hopped on the Electro Dance Sphere, and she's clearly doing a lot better than Jesse did. Now we should see, because she was having a good time there, that her date score has gone up. Now I'm going to move him out to the dance floor, because one of the things that Jesse wants to do is slow dance. And that's one of the new social interactions that we've added to the game. Slow dancing is really cool because it also opens up new nested interactions. For example, here I'm going to have him try and, increase his action a little bit. I've chosen the lower hands interaction. We'll see how that goes. It's kind of good. Jesse looks happy. Mary Ann looks happy. Date score is off the meter. Uh-oh. Bad sign. That's Miss Crumplebottom. Town Prude does not appreciate these public displays of affection, and Jesse's going to hear about it now. You know, she's kind of cramping my style. I think I'm going to get out of here. That's right. I'm sending Jesse out to his very own car. So for 5 years, Sims players have wanted to own their own vehicles, and Sims 2 Nightlife lets them do that. This is Jesse's car. I'm sending him out. Mary Ann's getting in with him. Cars are awesome because they own them. It's not only what you see here, but you get to park them at home. You can even build a garage, build it right into the house. Forget about that carpool. You can just drive them to work, drop the kids off at school. They're awesome. Well, guys, that's just a little taste of The Sims 2 Nightlife. As I said, it's shipping this fall. There's going to be a lot more to see and a lot more to do, and expect to see cool stuff from us in the coming months.
Hey there, I'm Hunter Howe. I'm one of the designers for Sims 2 Open for Business. It's a pack all about creating businesses and sending your Sims out, making some serious money. So, without further ado, I'm going to show you some of the stuff in the game. Here's my business. This is a toy store. It's about its second day that I've been running it. You can see right off the bat I got a whole new business panel up there in the upper right. It gives me all sorts of information about my business. I'm going to go right in here and start looking at my crafting room in the back. So these are crafting benches. These allow me to make objects, and so I can set them for sale later. Look, I can make all of these different toys, and they can be placed in the world and used by like kids and adults alike. Here I can only make a toy robot. That's because of talent badges. So here in the talent badges panel, you can see that I have a gold badge in sales and a gold badge in toy making, which is why I can make all these cool toys. I'm going to choose to make one clown in a box. And now I can customize my craftable. So when I upload my lot with some of these objects in it to the exchange on sims2.com, other players are going to be able to download them, and they're going to have my objects in the game, which is pretty cool. Here I can make a lot more profit by spending some time and making stuff myself. So I'm going to pick this guy up and put him in the world. I'm going to put him over here on a shelf. And as I said, I can sell anything out of the catalog as well. So I'm going to go decorative and grab this bear so I can put it along with my other bears over here. And now I'm going to mark it for sale. So here I'm going up to my business panel. I'm going to use the for sale tool. So now I'm in for sale vision. I can see all the different things that are marked for sale, and I can set their prices. So I want that to be expensive, and I want that to be expensive. And they light up so I know that they're for sale. And now I'm going to open my store for business. This is an open-closed sign that allows me to regulate the appearance of customers on my lot. So I can close my lot and clean it up after a full day of work. And my first customer of the day, here she is, Robin. She's going to go browse something, so that's good. Browsing is how you get to buying. So she's got a buy bar above her head. And the buy bar is what tells me how interested she is in the object. Andy's trying to sell her on whatever she's browsing over there, but he failed. And now you see the buy bar going down. Thanks, Andy, for another great move. Oh, flirting. That is just deplorable. So thanks a lot, Andy, for your effective running off of my first customer of the day. Great. You really want to keep that buy bar high by running effective sales socials. Like, you can get normal socials rejected in the game. You can also get sales socials rejected. This guy's looking a little confused, so I'm going to use sales and may I help you? This is what you do when people look confused in your store. They might not know what they want to buy. I have all these various new socials that allow me to interact with my customers and interact with my employees and really keep things moving in my store. Let's try and get her buy bar up. I'm going to use Dazzle. This is a gold level badge social that only people who've reached the gold level of sales can attain. So, dazzling her, giving her a little razzmatazz. She's totally into it. And hopefully the buy bar reached the top. Great. And I got another customer loyalty star. Customer loyalty stars are essentially a vehicle to rank up my business and make it more effective. As you can see over on the panel here, I'm tracking my number of total stars among my customers that I have, and also my business rank, which is a factor of those stars. If I get so many stars, I get so much rank. And you can see here I can track which of my customers really like my place. So I'm going to open the business perks. Business perks are cool little rewards that I get for ranking up my business, and I can pick which ones I want to get as I go up these tracks. So I really want Rally Forth, which is cool, and I pull out a megaphone and like rally the troops. I'm not quite there yet. I got to take motivational speech, which is pretty cool in its own right. You want to make sure you have the right people and the right tasks. So Andy, it's a great world out there, and you are rejecting my social. Thank you, Andy. Another great move by Andy. I'm going to change my prices. Changing my prices is a good way to get more customers and get people more interested. It's pretty much the first thing that a customer looks at when they decide, do I want to buy this object or not? I can reprice everything in the store, and I think I'm going to knock down the price a bit. I can set it to anything, but cheap's probably the best thing to do here. Then now we'll see if our customers are a bit more willing to commit some cash to my business here. They're looking a lot higher than they were before on that little buy bar. So I'm going to run the hard sale on her. This is sort of a way where I sacrifice customer loyalty in order to get a sale done. Because I need some cash to keep my store going here. Yeah, you know you want it. Yes, it's a bear. Everybody loves a bear. Here you go. Yep, reached the top of her buy bar. She decided to get it. And Andy's back. What are you doing, Andy? It's not what you were supposed to be doing, that's for sure. So I can go to him, management, get back to work, Andy. Maybe do something useful for a change. Andy, what are you going to choose to do now? I can't directly... Oh, hard sell. You're not even good enough for hard sell. So that's not very good. Thanks a lot. Great. My customer loyalty's gone down, my business rank has gone down, and he's going to the clowning box. Not the best employee I've ever had. You can't control them directly, so you have to manage them effectively, and when an employee stinks, firing them, pretty much one of the only things you can do. Andy, you're fired. You're out of here. Thanks. I'm sorry. I know this is hard for you. This is tragic, really. Thanks. We'll take the smock back. Nice looking outfit underneath there. He's just some dude that I saw out in the neighborhood, and I decided to hire him. But, that's just a day in the life of my toy shop here. And I'm actually going to hop over onto another lot and show you some of the other new cool stuff in Open for Business. So this is another house that I've made using some of the cool stuff from Open for Business. And you can also see up here that I've got some of the mascot sculptures. The ninja, the knight, the diver, and the gorilla. These all come with outfits that your Sims can wear as well. So if you want to make Ninja Burger, you can make a Ninja Burger by putting everybody in a ninja outfit and selling up burgers at your restaurant. The other thing you'll note here is the elevator. The elevator allows a Sim to get from floor to floor, obviously, and do a couple other fun things and some other potentially disastrous things. And here's my salon chair. And yeah, it's not just haircuts. It's really full makeovers that you give people on these things. The great thing about this is that you're actually making over the person, and that's how they're going to be saved. I've sent people to play with the toys, some of these younger members of the family. This is just to show you that all these things that you craft, like these from the toy crafting station, can be used in the game and are actual objects. They're not just for selling, they're also for using. We're having a great time here with the water wiggler. Looks like fun. As I said, a bunch of people could come and play with this at the same time. So let's see what else is going on in the house. Now you're able to set all the things you make for sale, like pies and cakes. And I can set someone up to start essentially crafting food. I guess that's it for this designer walkthrough. This has been Hunter How, and this is open for business. So you'll see it on the shelves soon. Hi, I'm Hunter How. I'm one of the designers of the Sims 2 Pets expansion pack. This pack allows you to get pets for your Sims through adopting them, breeding them, and just making them right in the game. So I'm going to show you a little bit about that, and then we're going to pop into a house and show you how pets behave in the Sims world. It's coming out in October, and let's just get right to it. So here's Create a Family, like you know and love, but now we're dealing with dogs, and one of the first steps in creating a dog is picking what breed you'd like it to be. So here we have a whole bunch of pets from real life, so you can find a lab or a borzoi here, and you can also customize them to make them your own. So if we want to start out with the Dalmatian, we can just take his spots off. He's not much of a Dalmatian anymore, but we can customize him from there. So let's make him sort of a dark brown, and just add some markings to him. So we can add this muzzle color, or we can mess with his ears, and really make him sort of my own unique pet. So I'm going to make both of his ears white. It's kind of odd, looks a little funny, but I can do it. And add a patch to his back. And what I can do here is actually layer a bunch of these on top of each other to create a custom type looking dog. I can change the opacity here, so if I want it to be subtle spot, I can make it subtle, or if I want it to just be, bold white, I can do that too. So now I've got a bunch of markings on here, and now I want to change his body around. So much like you can customize Sims, you can customize pets. So as you see, we're going for some of these presets that are different body types and facial types for the dog. But really I can just use some of these sliders and say I want him to be really beefy, or I want him to be skinny, and I can customize him in that way. And I can go right into the details of the face just like I can with a Sim. So if I want to take his snout and move it up or move it down, I can do that. If I want to give him a really small head, I can give him a big head. All of these options are available to the player. And here I can pick his ears if I want them to be up or if I want them to be down, and I can modify those in a very similar way. And of course you can give your pet a collar. No pet would be complete without one, and we give you a whole bunch of options to pick from there. Now personality is an important part of your pet, so you can pick from all of these traits. Do I want him to be lazy or hyper? Do I want him to be finicky or a pig pen? I can pick from these choices similarly to how I can pick a Sim's personality. Cats, of course, are in the game as well, and you can pick breeds and modify them in a very similar way to dogs. Here, just an example of a few cat breeds that we have in the game. And now we're in a house. As you can see here, we have some pets here already. We have a mother cat, Jade, and her two kittens. And you can see right off the bat that we have genetics in The Sims 2 Pets. The parent pets combine their genetics to form their offspring, and it's very similar, in fact, to the way that we deal with Sims in The Sims 2. And here we have a Sim that's really looking for another pet. So she wants to adopt a pet, and there are a whole bunch of ways to get pets in The Sims 2 Pets. One of the ways is to adopt one over the phone. You can also go to a pet store and buy one, or you can find a stray that you like and adopt them into your house. So we're going to go to the pet adoption service, and we get a whole bunch of options of dogs and cats, and let's get a dog for this family, so we'll adopt Skip. And the animal control officer will be by soon to drop Skip off. But this gives me an opportunity to tell you a little bit about how pets work in a house. Jade, our cat here, if we can go over here and look at its panel here, we can see that she has needs just like a Sim does. She has a need to scratch, unlike a Sim does. But, she's living in this house, but we can't control her. So we need to give her the right objects, give her things that she needs, but we're not going to be able to tell her exactly what to do at any given time. But what we should do definitely is, now that Skip's here, start off with a good relationship with him, because Sims and pets alike both have relationships, and they have them with each other, and pets have relationships with pets, and those can be either high or low. They can be friends or they can be enemies, just like Sims. So we're gonna start this off on the right foot, get some relationship points with Skip, and that's gonna help us out in the future a little bit. And And it looks like Jade is up to something in the house over there, so let's go see. Oh, Jade is tearing up the furniture, unfortunately, our nice atomic furniture. And so we're going to say it's not good to scratch stuff, Jade. This is reinforced behavior, and it's really important to let your pets know what they should and what they shouldn't do. And one of the things they shouldn't do, if you want, is say, no scratching furniture, you should be scratching your scratching post instead. And let's give her a hug, just, okay. So as I said before, relationships, doesn't look like Jade likes him very much. And looks like Jade also took his seat. Unpleasant. Looks like Skip's up to something. He looks like he's knocking over our trash. Great job, Skip. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, we picked him as a pigpen dog. We saw his traits when we adopted him, and we were okay with pigpen there, so we gotta do some training to account for the fact that those are his tendencies, and he'll react in a pigpen-type way to the world around him. So no, it is not acceptable. You're not gonna be rolling around in trash anymore. And we'll see him actually stop doing things like that. And we see Jade over here is actually behaving in the way that we told her to before. So now she's scratching her scratching post, and this is good, so we're going to praise that even more. And when you praise something or scold something long enough, you actually unlock commands that give your Sims the ability to control your pets more directly. So if you really want your cat to go crazy and scratch things all the time, you can tell them, hey, I want you to go scratch things right now, and they'll go around the house and just go into a scratching frenzy. And, maybe that's what you want to do with your pets. So we're going to give her a hug and make sure our relationship's really secure. So another important part of Sims 2 Pets is teaching your pet tricks or commands. So now, hey, we're going to teach you, this is how you play dead. Playing dead looks a little bit like this. And Skip may or may not get the point. He may not figure this out. Or he may get it quickly. If he's a genius type, he might learn more quickly. And it looks like he's getting it pretty well, actually. He looks like he's hamming it up quite a bit. So he seems like a shoo-in for show business. So he's actually got a career in show business, and he can be picked up, just like a Sim, to go to work. So he's going to run off to work now in a show business career, and to advance in those careers you need to learn new tricks. So that's what Skip's future is going to be like, and he's going to get some money for our household. So thank you very much, Skip. Go off, get us some bank. And looks like we have a stray actually on the lot there in the background. Jade, though, I hear is a little bit fiercely territorial, and looks like she's going to lay down the law. This pretty much is going to get ugly. So that's The Sims 2 Pets for PC. Look for it in October on the shelves, and look to our website for more information, thesims2.com, and thanks very much for watching.
Hi, I'm Hunter Howe, one of the designers of the Sims 2 expansion pack team. For a long time now, Sims players have really been excited about the idea of weather and changing seasons in the game, and we've decided to have an expansion pack now that's all about those things. Also, we've decided to give the player a whole bunch of new things to do around the house. So, let me show you a little bit about the Sims 2 seasons.
Let's start off in spring. And you can notice right off the bat that we've got weather in this pack, and rain is one of those types of weather. And these are associated with different seasons, so in spring it may rain more, in winter obviously it'll snow more. And these different forms of weather are not just visual, they introduce a whole bunch of new activities for Sims to perform around the house. And we definitely did want it to be around the house. We didn't want you to have to go to another lot to have your Sims enjoy what this pack has to offer. And you can see right now, we're just giving a gift. It's just a new activity that's also based around family. Family is something that's pretty important in this pack, as all of these different seasonal activities are really for bringing families together for Sims. And we've really stepped up sort of the presence of nature on Sims lots. And right here you can see that butterflies are just coming by on a spring day, and you can catch them. All of these different ways that nature is coming to your lot introduce new activities that can be performed by a bunch of people together. You can see there's a pond out in the back, and
fishing is in this pack as well. So go out to your backyard pond, fish for a bit, sell your fish for cash, or turn them into food. Speaking of food, here's Gramps tending to his orchard tree here. Gardening is a really big component to this pack. It's sort of that new Sims time management gameplay. You can see right there are two different ways to garden. There are your orchard trees, which are a little easier to take care of, and then there's garden plots like these, which are a bit more intensive, and she's taking care of it in a greenhouse, which, for spending a little extra money, it's a bit easier to take care of. Now we're going to have Dad place down some garden plots and then plant some eggplants, just to give you an idea of how this works. And these decisions that you make in the different seasons will play out over the course of the year. So he might be planting these right now, and it might take until fall for them to harvest. Sims can, in fact, be better at gardening than one another. There is an idea of the gardening talent, so the more you garden, the more skilled you'll get. At the end, maybe you'll learn to actually be able to talk to plants and communicate with them, and that helps them grow a bit more effectively. And now we've switched over to summer, and summer's really all about having fun with friends and family. And we've augmented the pool in a number of ways. We've added curved pieces so that you can create new shapes. We've added reflections and ripples in the pool, and pool games like Marco Polo, and the pool slide. And you can even now paint the walls and floors of the pool to give it a, unique look. Different seasons are better for doing actually different things. So summer might be a time of having fun and, you can see just hanging out with people and building relationships. But fall might be a time of skill building and doing things at work. And whenever you choose to do things in these different seasons, you might have different benefits to doing them at those particular times. So it might be easier to build skill in the fall. So here we are in fall. A lot like you expect it to be in real life, leaves are falling off of trees. And this is also the time where you're going to end up harvesting a lot of your fruits and vegetables. And also you might notice that my Sims are wearing warmer clothes right now. There's an idea in the pack of Sims being warm or cold, and you need to dress them appropriately for each season. So we've added a whole bunch of new clothes to keep Sims warm. You notice actually that fall here has a bit of a warmer color to it. We've actually changed some of the lighting in this pack to enhance sort of the mood of the different seasons. So you got some warmer colors in fall, and it's a little bit less saturated in winter. And we found that this really gave a different feel to each of the seasons playing them. Everybody likes kicking leaves and jumping in leaves. It's a wonderful activity that Sims will do for hours on end. So Gramps right now is going to go harvest those oranges that he was tending in the spring. Orchard trees will be active at certain times of the year, so it's pretty easy. You just go outside and you can pick them when they're ready to be picked. But if you tend them and take care of them, you'll have better oranges in the end. Produce has an idea of quality, so if you really take good care of it and really spend a good amount of time, then you'll get better stuff. And so I can have this eggplant, and I can actually take it inside and juice my eggplant. And, being a really good eggplant, there might be some effect on the simulator to make my Sim's life easier. So if I juice a really good orange, it might cure a cold. So as you can see, a big visual change here as we jump ahead to winter. Obviously snow is a big part of this, and you actually notice my cursor right now is showing what's underneath the snow, a useful thing to see if I've lost anything on my lot. But you can see snow accumulates on pretty much everything, the trees and any objects I place outside. This was a pretty big technical challenge for us, and really anything you stick out there is going to get covered with snow. As you can see right here, some more activities for performing outside in the snow. So build a snowman, or make snow angels, have a snowball fight, things like that. Things to bring families, give them more activities to do together. So Mom here is going to make a snow angel, and Son's going to come over and make a snow angel as well. And you can see in the background there, my orchard trees are now dormant at this season. So obviously I'm not going to be picking a bunch of oranges at this time of the year. Something that's actually interesting is that you're able to customize your neighborhood seasons. So if you want to create a particular climate, you could actually make a neighborhood that's winter all year round. We've got a bit of a snow war breaking out here with a bunch of Sims. Some of these activities actually support a whole bunch of Sims, and it's kind of fun to see a community lot break out into a giant snow war. And it looks like Dad right here is going to go over and wish for some money. This is a new reward object, the Wishing Well, which has some very unpleasant, unexpected consequences to wishing on it too often. But as you can see right here, Sims 2 Seasons does have giant sacks of cash that fall out of the sky, so that's rather pleasant for your Sims as well.
So that's it for my preview of The Sims 2 Seasons. It's going to be shipping around February 27th, and it's got totally sweet weather effects, it's got cool seasonal gameplay, and a whole lot of new activities for your Sims to enjoy outside. So that's about it. Thanks a lot.
Hi everybody, I'm Lindsay, lead producer.
And I'm Lakshmi, lead designer of The Sims 2 Bon Voyage.
And we're here today to show you the new expansion pack, which is all about getting your Sims out of the house and out to 3 exciting new vacation destinations.
We're really excited to show you the game, so let's get started. Here's our couple, Alan and Susie. They need a break from the daily grind, so they're going to take a vacation around the world. First, they'll need to book their vacation. When I make the call to book a vacation, I get a variety of options to choose from. When I want to leave, how long I want to go for, and who I want to take with me. It also shows me how much it will cost. You then get a screen to pick where you'd like to stay.
Your Sims can actually go on vacation by themselves or invite other families along. And you'll get those same menus and options if you book your trip through the computer instead.
Now that the taxi is here, they'll get their suitcases and head to the airport. Since we chose to select our destination lot when we arrived, we start in the neighborhood screen, where you can see all the lots in the mountain getaway destination.
There are lots of options of places to stay here. Alan and Susie can stay at a lodge, a fancy resort hotel, or they can stay at a tent on a campground.
When you arrive at your destination, your Sims will need to check into wherever they are staying. Since we're planning on camping here, we just need to reserve a tent.
Tents are a great way to vacation since they're free. They aren't as comfortable as cushy hotel rooms, but they'll do.
Here's the tent that they'll be staying in. Plus, there's a place to create a small fire here that's good for storytelling and toasting marshmallows.
There are lots of cool activities that you can do in each of the unique vacation neighborhoods. Here, Susie and Alan can have a friendly axe throwing competition. Axe throwing is a great sport for mountain folks. Work on your body skill and you'll do just fine.
You can also learn a local dance and gesture in each destination to take home to show your family and friends. Alan found some locals and is going to take a crack at learning the slap dance. Looks like he's doing okay.
Each neighborhood has distinctly different locals and tourists for you to meet. You'll recognize them by their outfits and gestures. When the vacation is over, your Sims will go home, but we're going to skip ahead and take Susie and Alan straight to their next destination, the Far East.
Once you arrive in the Far East, you'll know immediately that you're nowhere near home. The Asian-inspired architecture, building objects, decorations, and even new plant life really make it stand out.
The Far East is a really calming place to go, and you should be sure to take your Sims out to see the sights, like the Zen Garden or a Lucky Shrine.
During their stay in the Far East, Susie and Alan are going to check into one of the local resorts, a bit of an upgrade from their last campground experience.
When you arrive at the hotel, you can pick out your favorite room or rooms and reserve it. Then go to the desk and check in with the bellhop. He usually gives you little tips about interesting activities in the area, so pay attention.
Hotels are a nice place to stay because everything you need is covered. Your room stays clean, you can order room service, and your Sims get a good night's sleep in their comfy beds. Once you've booked a room, you can choose to leave and explore the area, or you can relax at your hotel. Alan is going to order some room service and take a break in the hotel room.
While on vacation, your Sims can call their friends back home to see what they're up to, or just to brag about their vacation.
After some food, Alan's going to go find the tour guide. One of the really cool things that your Sims can do while on vacation is go on tours. Each neighborhood has 3 unique tours to offer, all of which can result in a variety of exciting outcomes. During their short off-lot tour adventure, your Sims will get a chance card with options that can lead to good or bad outcomes.
Alan decided against the tour for now, and is going to walk to one of the nearby tourist spots instead. Instead of having to call a cab, he just walks right off the lot. It saves some time and money and gets you everywhere you need to go. You can still take anyone in your vacation group, and you choose your destination just like you have before.
Alan and Susie have visited one of the local pagodas with its lovely Zen garden. Sims can groom the garden or meditate at it. They can also try some local foods here or meet the elusive ninja. If you manage to master the ninja's quiz, he'll teach you the art of teleportation.
Visiting the tourist hotspots gives you a chance to do a little shopping. Buy some local clothing, some souvenirs, or some of the new jewelry items. Each destination has a few pieces of jewelry you'll only be able to find there. Like shopping for clothes, you can pick up jewelry for yourself or anybody else in your family, all from the same place. Once you've purchased some cute new accessories, use any mirror to update your Sims look.
Susie and Alan have reached the final leg of their vacation around the world, and they've arrived at the tropical paradise Tweaky Island. The beach is Susie's favorite place to be, and she just can't wait to go swimming. Beaches are the perfect place for sunbathing, but you better watch out for sunburn.
You'll notice that Susie and Alan both have an extra want right now. That's one of the benefits you can unlock after having a great vacation, so keep your Sim spirits up.
Alan prefers the sun and sand, so he'll just hang around and look for seashells or buried treasure. Your Sims can find starfish or clamshells, but it looks like Alan found some colored glass. Another thing you can do on the beach is make sandcastles. You can work on it by yourself or get your Sims to help each other out and build a beautiful masterpiece. One of the beaches in Tweaky Island features a giant pirate wreck. Make sure to visit it and look for the pirate ghost.
There are lots of other cool places your Sims can visit while on vacation. While you send them out exploring, they'll meet colorful characters, experience exotic activities, and maybe even find hidden lots. Here in the tropics, your Sims can explore neat places like this monkey shrine in ruins. It's a fountain, you can add soap, but I wouldn't recommend it.
In Bon Voyage, all of your Sims now have cameras, so don't forget to capture that perfect vacation moment. You can ask locals to take photos for you, or take them yourself. Strike a pose in front of your favorite landmark to get that priceless shot.
Now that Susie and Alan are back at home, they can share souvenirs with their friends and teach them some of the things they learned while on vacation. Here's Alan teaching his friend the tropical paradise gesture, hang loose.
Do you remember those photos we took on vacation? We only took a few, but you can take as many as you want and organize them at home. Each image has an icon and can be sorted by vacation locale. Use the computer to put these photos together in an album of your best shots that you can order for your Sims. You can also pick your favorite image and order it to hang on the wall.
Thanks for joining us for the Sims 2 Bon Voyage walkthrough. We hope you're as excited about the game as we are. It's coming out this September.
In the meantime, you can go to www.thesims2.com for more information. Thanks.
Thanks!
Hi, I'm Lakshmi, the lead designer for the Sims 2 Free Time expansion pack. Sims, like everyone else, know that life is a lot bigger than just work and school. Look no further than the Sims 2 Free Time to introduce your Sims to fun new ways to spend their leisure time. There are plenty of exciting activities for your Sims to enjoy by themselves or with friends. There's also a new lifetime aspiration meter that rewards your Sims as they reach their goals. Let's take a look at the game, and I'll show you what I mean. Meet Joy. Music is her passion, and she practices various instruments in her free time, like the piano and the violin. Joy's been playing the violin for a few years now, and it is one of her favorite hobbies. Let's hear her play a little. When your Sim reaches maximum enthusiasm for an activity, they get in the zone. When they're in the zone, everything seems to fade away and their motives decay at a slower rate. Just remember that you don't have to have high skill in an activity to get in the zone, just high enthusiasm. Let's see what kinds of activities Joy's family likes. Joy's mom, Marie, is hard at work sewing a teddy bear for her little boy, Sunny. She seems to be very creative, but not really good at this craft. Look at the one-eyed bear she's created. One really cool feature about The Sims 2 Free Time is that you can turn your hobbies into careers. You can choose to sell creations like clothing, pottery, and artwork for simoleons. Gosh! Way to go, Marie. Looks like she made a really nice-looking teddy bear. Let's head to the kitchen with Marie, and she'll show us another favorite hobby of hers. Marie is also really excited about entering her dish into the food contest. In The Sims 2 free time, Sims can compete in several new contests, including food, video games, and dance. And here's Sunny playing with blocks. This is the new toddler activity table. Up to 4 toddlers or children can use this table to draw or build with blocks. Toddlers can also build skill by using the activity table. Who knows? Sunny could grow up one day to become an architect. Speaking of which, The Sims 2 free time has 5 all-new careers for your Sims to try, including dance, entertainment, intelligence, oceanography, and architecture. Let's have Marie take Sunny out to the backyard for a little family surprise. I didn't mention this, but it's Joy's birthday today. When Joy becomes a teen, we can choose some of her friends to grow up with her. When your Sim achieves a big life moment, then their lifetime aspiration meter will get a huge bonus, and they'll be rewarded with lifetime benefit points. Let's take a look at some of the cool stuff Joy can get with her points. Like any knowledge sim, Joy is really curious about aliens, and if she continues to excel at life, one day she'll be able to summon them to her. Since Joy hasn't reached that level yet, we might as well give her a secondary aspiration. Being a serious knowledge sim, she could do with some romance in her life. Joy's dad, Scott, loves sports. Here he's shooting some hoops with his buddy. Oh well, maybe next time, Scott. Let's do something that Scott's a little better at, like restoring cars. This old car is one of the coolest items in The Sims 2 free time, but your Sims will need some patience. This baby needs a new engine, windshield, a good buff, and a fresh coat of paint. Scott's been working hard on this car, so let's stick around to see the big payoff. While they're working, let's talk about hobby enthusiasm for a second. As Sims participate in activities, they build enthusiasm for their hobbies. With increased enthusiasm, they can unlock secret lots, receive magazine subscriptions, and more, all related to their favorite activities. And if you recall, when they reach maximum enthusiasm, that's when your Sims really get in the zone. Aside from arts and crafts, cuisine, music and dance, sports, and tinkering, there are a ton of other new activities your Sims can try. Will they enjoy science, nature, film and literature, games, or fitness? Looks like Scott's just about finished with his car. All we need to do is choose the paint color. How about black? Let's get the whole family over here so they can see Scott's big moment. What a great accomplishment for Scott. Let's have Marie congratulate him. Oh, looks like the kids didn't like seeing that. Let's celebrate this moment and take the car for a spin around the block. That's a quick look at The Sims 2 free time. I hope you're as excited about it as we are. Look for it in stores on February 28th. Thanks for joining me. Hi, I'm Lakshmi, the lead designer for The Sims 2 Apartment Life expansion pack. As you know, Sims are extremely social and like to meet new people, so the apartment setting is perfect for them. In apartments, it's very easy for your Sims to meet other Sims. They can just walk down their hall and visit their next door neighbor. I'm excited to show you the game, so let's jump right in. This is Belladonna Cove, our new neighborhood for apartment life. There are a lot of new places for your Sims to live in or visit. There are low, medium, and high rent districts. You'll find the low rent districts are a bit rough around the edges, while the more expensive apartments have hilltop views. As you can see, we've added a new icon on top of apartment buildings to indicate whether Sims are currently living there. You can either play an existing family or move your family into an apartment. I've already created the Grace family. Let's move them into an apartment. I can move them into an empty apartment or merge them with a family I have already moved in. You can move up to 4 families into each apartment building. Now that our Sims have moved in, let's furnish the apartment. We've added a huge variety of objects to this pack, including spiral staircases, a space-saving Murphy bed, and a big screen TV. We've also added the ability to move paintings up and down on the wall. With your Sims' expensive tastes, they may find themselves needing some help paying the rent. You can search for a roommate by phone, newspaper, or computer. Let's see who responds to our ad. Cameron Lee looks like a great match, since she's pretty outgoing. Let's hope things work out. You'll want to be careful who you choose as a roommate, since they have a mind of their own. You can't control them, but you can check out how they're doing. Let's check to see what Cameron's first impression is. Awesome! Cameron is pretty happy so far. I'm curious about who's living next door. Why don't we visit our neighbors? As I mentioned earlier, you can move up to 4 families per apartment building. The Baldwins are one of my other families I also like to play. There are also tons of new places for your Sims to visit. Let's take the Grace family to the park. As you can see, we've added some new playground equipment. Let's see if Chris can hack it as a comedian. Oh look, Emily got a little hungry and is chowing down on a snack at the vending machine. Good first impressions are important for Sims who care about their reputation. Your Sims also have a new reputation meter that displays how the world sees them. As your Sims meet and become friends or enemies with other Sims, their reputation changes. If your Sims have good reputation, they can get rewards which can help them with their career, love life, and more. Sims with bad attitudes may not be so lucky. The park is just one of the new places you can visit in Belladonna Cove. In addition to all the new community lots, there are a lot of new apartment buildings for your Sims to live in. Thanks for joining me for a quick look at The Sims 2 apartment life. Hope you're as excited as I am about playing it. Look for it in stores August 2008.